Hey, this is Brad Kazmarski, welcome back. For a lot of people who can't do the movement screen but are interested in moving better, or maybe they don't know how to do the screen, they don't know anybody who's around them to do the screen, or honestly they're just not that interested in going through it but they want to move better. I have a quick checklist to go through for the ankles, hips, T-spine, and shoulders. They're going to make sure that you or your clients have the right movement in the right places, and then you can commence training from there or fix something if you need to. So, in ankles, first checklist thing, ankles. First one here, ankles. A foot has to stay flat on the ground. You don't want to do this without your shoe. We like to actually go outside of about the fourth toe, keeping the heel flat on the ground. And how far can you get that knee forward? Foot flat on the ground. If this is a hip flexion issue, you can do this on a bench, so it's not an issue. But either way, heel flat on the ground, whole foot staying flat on the ground. How far can you get that knee outside of that third or fourth toe? So you want to be able to get about 4 inches. 2 to 4 inches, I would say. If you can, you will have the mobility needed generally in a passive or lightly active position. This is slightly active, although it's not squatting. And then you look at the other side. So in my case, I obviously have an issue once I've had surgery that I'm a lot more limited on this side. That's going to affect anything I do bilaterally or comparing it left to right side. So first thing you want to look at is ankle mobility, foot flat on the ground, slightly outside, just take any sort of stick. How far can you get? Can you at least get to the foot? Can you get 2 to 4 inches past that? 4 would be maximal, what you need. 2 would probably be optimal. That's the first position. Can you do that? Second is hips. 2 positions I look at here. In this position, we've done this before. Can you get your hip to your rib cage? I can't comfortably get my hip. I can't just comfortably pull my hip to my rib cage. Can you do both of them without without lifting up? And or one leg down. Do you have the mobility to get length and flexion at the same time? And then compare the other side. Is one side a lot better than the other? We want to be able to get that with ease. Boom, right to there. That's a little restricted on me. Another one which is really restricted, can you get your heel to your butt? So just actively, can you get your heel to your butt? You should be able to almost or be able to kick your heel to your butt. Now I can passively do it, but it's lacking right there. So you want to be able to compare both sides. Lacking. You want to be able to get it without your own hands. Just be able to casually go and kick your heel to your butt. If you can't do that, you have some sort of length or motor control issue that's holding you back on the front side. So, ankles, hips, knee to chest, heel to butt. That's going to affect a lot of your lower body movements, okay? Then T-spine, which we've done before as well. Face down. You can go internal rotation. You want to be able to get that shoulder comfortably up to about 30 degrees, maybe 45. So here, let's say 45 degrees. Can you get that on both sides comparably? And then shoulder internal rotation and external rotation. Especially internal rotation. Shoulder essentially staying flat. How far can you get that down? You want to be able to get to about 20 degrees off the ground. Some people would say even 10. So it's right there. Can you keep it flat? A little restricted. And then go back to almost 10 degrees off the ground. So a little bit off the ground, a little bit more off the ground there. Can you do that on both sides, keeping your shoulder generally still? Not lifting up, tucking in. There's also eccentric shoulder motion, but that's not even worth talking about if you don't have the other issues. Do you have these or not? That's the main thing you need to know. If you have them, you're clear to train, work on your motor control, different issues. If one of these are limited, especially left to right, that's where we need to be and that's what we need to work on.